Hey, what's up, guys? This is like 20 years in the making. Me and Aaron Strange here. My name's Aaron Strange, or do we use our real names? Aaron Bellafato? I don't care. Aaron Strange. That's what I'm established on YouTube as, to a channel that nobody watches. And my lifelong hetero life mate.
Hello.
Who is this?
I'm Mike Fitz. You know me from the guy that's always forced to play video games on Aaron Strange's Games channel.
Yeah, but people might not know that from watching the YouTube videos because nobody watches my shit.
Okay, then that didn't happen.
We're just two friends that have been talking about making a podcast for the longest time.
For about 20 years now.
No, we've been talking about it for like 5 or 6 years.
At least.
So, yeah, we have no idea what we're doing. We're using my old MacBook Pro from like 8 years ago that's never been updated, so I don't even know if this is going to like record. We're
definitely wasting our time right now.
We're both using... I have a brief, horrible editing skills. Just look at the fucking videos I put on my YouTube channel that nobody watches. And, yeah, we're using one microphone.
Very glad that this isn't a video podcast.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, we're basically sitting in each other's laps. That's how close we are together right now. In Mike Fitzgerald's basement. And his mom's his man cave. I don't have a man cave. I should live in a cave because, yeah, I'm pretty much homeless. I don't know if that's too much information. I mean, if you guys have been following the channel, obviously there's been an absence for a while. Oh, wait, are we supposed to say what today's date is, too? It's, what the fuck is today? Tuesday, July...
24th.
Tuesday, July 24th, 2018. July's a good month, except it's hot as hell. What else were we going to talk about?
I hope you can't hear my chair squeaking in this thing.
Yeah, there might be some weird sound effects, like Mike's not wearing any pants, so It could be his ass cheeks rubbing against his Emperor Palpatine rubber leather chair that he's sitting his ass on. And I don't know what the hell I'm sitting on.
I'm squeaky leather chair?
I'm sitting in his lap, basically.
Pretty much.
And he has a fucking, whatever the hell that is in the background, a compressor down here that's like mutilating a dead body. I don't know what the hell.
Oil burner.
Oil burner?
Sure.
I did charge my computer, and we're not near an outlet, so hopefully my computer doesn't die. We're at 88% while we're recording this. So we're going to try to talk for like, I don't know, an hour? How long a podcast usually?
I think like an hour.
An hour?
That might be too much. People will last about 3 minutes.
No, I think people might listen. Oh, also I got to say, I do have a podcast that I do with my friend Jimbo, Jimbo Fox on YouTube, who has a way bigger channel than I'll ever have. But he's going to be pissed when he sees that me and you uploaded a podcast, because me and him started one, here I'll plug it for him, called the Final Blast Podcast, where we talk about games and, I don't know, Masters of the Universe and Guns N' Roses and shit like that. Kind of random like this, but it's hard to get together because they were supposed to be like a video podcast, and my computer hasn't been updated, so I don't show up on the fucking monitor. It's retarded. So Jimbo, I apologize if you're listening. If not, fuck yourself.
Jimbo, too bad.
But a cheap plug, if you're listening to this on YouTube, you guys, then I'll put links to Jimbo's channel and links to the podcast that we did do together, even though it's been like 2 years, in the descriptions below.
Just kidding, Jimbo. I listen to all your podcasts.
He doesn't. He doesn't do that.
The ones with Aaron, I did. I skimmed them.
You skim them? Well, how do you know when we're talking about you or not?
I browse them. That's why, because I know you guys always talk about me, so I browse them for my mentions.
I don't know how these work. Do we just go through a backstory, or do we save that so that when we get an established fan base, we go into our backstories? Or we can also revisit that, I guess, right?
Sure. I don't know. You're the one who knows all this stuff.
I don't know how to do shit. You're the one that wanted to do a podcast. I didn't. At first, I shouldn't say that. I
did have to push you for a long time.
He did have to push me.
Do it.
Until he finally pushed me down the stairs, and I'm trapped in his basement, like in misery. I can't move.
Yep.
Help.
No, I've always wanted to do, like... I'm a huge fan of Opie and Anthony, if anyone remembers that show from the radio like a million years ago. I'm a huge fan of them, and I always wanted to do a show like, kind of like that, and we're just as dumb as Opie and Anthony, so I guess it...
Yeah, we really are. We were meant to be famous. What the fuck? We should have started this shit like when we first met, like 18 years ago. It took me 13 years to finally fucking get off my ass and make a YouTube channel. God. Aaron Strange...
Remember you talked me into making a YouTube channel?
This kid has like 8 email addresses set up on 8 different like YouTube channels, and he uploaded on one, and I don't even want to get into it.
I'm not good at this stuff.
You're fine. People watched it. He would sit and talk about comics and all that stuff, which I know nothing about, so this is going to be one hell of a podcast. You got a fucking random-ass, aging, emo, used-to-be straight-edge, angry straight-edge guy who's like a homeless drunk now. And metrosexual, and I don't know where I'm going with this. But anyway, me, Aaron Strange, and Mike Fitzgerald, who's like knows a lot about comics, and I don't know shit about comics, and he's just like he's a very kind, everyday man.
I love that's a description of me. You go into all this big detail about your life, and you're like, yeah, and this guy, he likes comics.
He's an everyday man. He likes to have his wiffle haircut, and he likes his leg tattoos and his comics.
I'm boring?
And actually, he works at a movie theater.
I do. I'm assistant manager
At a movie theater. I'm not going to say where, because if we get any crazy fans, they're going to come down and flood his... Actually, he already had some crazy fans that went to the movie theater and recognized Fitzgerald from the Spawn video game videos that I did a couple of years ago, where he dressed up like John Leguizamo's clown. You guys should check it out. Link in the descriptions below.
Please don't watch it. Yeah, two random people at the movie theater were like, he's an awesome violator. And I was like, oh, seriously? And then they both like stared at me as they walked down the hallway to go into the movie. I was like, I don't want to be known for that, please.
I'm like, dude. Yeah, we can never be known for what we want to be. I mean, you're going to be the clown from Spawn. That's how people know you.
That's going to be on my tombstone. That and that I worked at Shaw's. That's the two things that I'd be on my tombstone. Because everybody recognizes me from working at Shaw's a million years ago.
Well, they're not going to know what Shaw's is. All right, like a random supermarket.
It's a big supermarket. People know.
Is it?
People know what Shaw's is.
Yeah, we just have a lot of jobs. Not blow jobs, but, I mean, Mike, maybe. Yeah, so this podcast is kind of going to be... I know podcast rules are they're supposed to have, like, gimmicks, like, oh, you're supposed to talk about horror movies, or, oh, you're supposed to talk about wrestling. Well... we're either going to have a huge fan base or nobody, because it's going to be sporadic as fuck. We'll talk about comics that I know nothing about, or Halo for an hour and a half that Fitz knows nothing about. So who the hell knows where this is going to go? And we're going to just be jumping all over the place. We'll probably try not to get into politics, because I don't really follow them, and I don't give a flying fuck.
Too negative. This podcast is going to be positive and fun.
Very positive. So sit down, take your pants off, get naked if you want, drink, get high, jerk off. That's what I'm doing after this. Oh, did I just like kill the mood or set the mood?
A little bit of both, maybe.
Oh shit! So we gotta take a selfie to celebrate this initial episode. So pardon us. Smile. You look drunk. All right.
I feel drunk.
Wait, no, get over here.
Let me do it.
You take horrible pictures.
Really?
Yeah. Now there's like dead air because we're not talking. Hopefully they could hear the camera. So they're like, what the fuck? They're not talking for like 10 seconds? Yeah. Looks like we're in Buffalo Bill's basement or something.
Pretty much are.
Oh, God. I look awful in that one.
All right. No one wants to hear us look at pictures. This is the most entertaining podcast ever.
Let me take one more. All right, that looked good. Anyway,
everyone, listen to a douchebag take pictures of himself. It's the best podcast ever.
I really am a fucking just narcissistic, vain, self-destructive piece of shit douchebag. If you know me in real life, you know that's true.
Not disagreeing.
It's fucked up, Fitz. That's fucked up. So I don't know. I would say, what do you guys want to hear us talk about? But this isn't live. So what do we just go into like a brief, quick update background? Did we already discuss this like 30 seconds ago?
You awake?
I don't. I kind of met Mike randomly. I mean, he doesn't remember when I first met him. And we kind of like hit it off. We were meant to become a couple. And oh wait, wrong podcast. But I don't know. I think we just went to like a bunch of concerts with like mutual friends, and then we hung out and had a lot in common, and we've been inseparable ever since. Even though we don't see each other too much now because we're working so much, and I have a child.
We're grown-ups now.
Yeah, we're grown-ups. Don't grow up, kids. It's a trap.
Yeah, we started hanging out. We started going to the comic store when I started working at Shaw's. I told you about Rodney's, the comic store. And you're like, that sounds cool. We should go someday. And then we ended up going, and we brought a couple of our other friends, Ross and Dan. And then we used to go all the time. And it just kind of...
If you guys are listening to this, shout out to you, Ross and Dan. Probably not Dan. I don't know, maybe.
Is Dan even still alive?
I feel like Ross would probably be listening. What's up, Ross? Haven't seen you in years. But yeah, we were supposed to be like a foursome. Not sexually, but yeah. And then they kind of went off and did their own thing. And it's always been me and Fitz kind of stuck it through.
Yep.
He's been with me for a lot of my bullshit in my life. We've had a couple of fights, didn't talk for a while. But
a few.
It's all behind us, just like my behind.
The hell does that even mean?
I don't know. Just roll with it and pretend to laugh. Yeah, we're from the Boston area. And, I mean, I don't know who has a heavier accent. Maybe me. When I
Yeah.
get, like, excited, the accent comes out way
Yep.
more. I don't notice it until, like, I'm playing video games and people point it out online.
And we're from Boston, so people expect us to say pisser all the time.
Yeah, nobody says pisser.
I only say it when I'm really mad. Like, oh, fucking pisser. That's the only time I ever really say it, is when
Yeah.
I'm really, really mad.
You're right, you do say pisser. And wicked. Wicked's a Boston thing.
Yeah, I do say wicked.
I say wicked all the time.
But yeah, when I'm really, that's how you know when I'm really mad. Because I say, fucking pisser.
And he just screamed into the
Whoops.
microphone. No, actually, this is a semi-good microphone, so you may have not blown the fucking speakers out of the microphone. He's taking a drink of water.
I think they just wrecked my throat.
Little does he know that I roofied it. Did you really blow your throat out on the fucking initial podcast?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, did we even talk about the name? Yeah, I think, 10 and a half minutes in, and I think we're going to call this podcast The Geek and Freak, which is bullshit because I'm the one with all the software, and my fucking title is second, his is first, Geek.
So say it the other way.
I'm the
I don't
freak.
give a
No,
shit.
because then people are going to say, oh, Freek N Geek, and they're going to think it's about that TV show with Steven Seagal, or whatever the hell his name is. Steven...
What?
Freaks and Geeks, remember that TV?
Not Jerry Siegel.
No,
That's the guy who created Superman.
Steven...
Oh my
Jason
God.
Segel.
Yeah, Jason Segel. That's what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're going to I think we're going to call it The Geek and Freak. Like geek and then an N in the middle, apostrophe, like Guns N' Roses. And freak is going to be spelled with 2 E's, I think. How's that sound?
Fantastic.
I was waiting for the audience to answer. Oh yeah, nobody's down here, just us. And the fucking rape goblin in the corner.
My thousands of comics that could answer.
Yeah, he really does have a lot of comics. All right, so all over the place. Did we already talk about our background?
We did.
Yeah, we're big fans of, we'll go back and forth. I don't know, we kind of, common interests, we both like wrestling. I don't really keep up with it that much anymore. We both like comics. I think Fitz is more the comic guy. Video games, I'm more the video game guy. Movies, we both love movies.
Mm-hmm.
Horror movies, B-horror movies. Chick flicks, I don't know about Fitz. Do you like chick flicks?
Some.
I like the occasional chick flick. And by
I'll watch
occasional, I mean all.
Well, if I'm sitting here nodding as you talk, like people can see me.
Yeah, right. You take off. What else do we like?
Good question. Just random shit, like.
Yeah, music. I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm more into music than you. What do
Yeah,
you think?
definitely.
I mean, dude, I used to have. God, you want to talk about being a hoarder? I had before I just threw everything out because I lost my mind. I had like 2,000 CDs. I got rid of all of them because I kind of just use Spotify now. I only kept like 100 CDs, but
Well, having CDs nowadays is almost like having VHS. Like it's all like iTunes and like
Yeah.
iPods. And seriously, it's like having like VHSs around anymore. Like,
when I was moving, I mean, half the CDs, like some of them I didn't listen to for like 10 years. I'm like, why do I still have this? And I'm sitting there throwing away. I actually painstakingly took each CD out of the case, all the inserts and all that shit, the paper, the artwork and stuff, and I took all the plastic from each album and threw them into the recycling at my old house, and like it was filled to the brim, and I had to do that like twice for 2 weeks. And I was mad at myself for spending all that money over the course of like 18 years. Like, why did I need all that stuff?
yeah, but at the time you used it, you got the use out of it. It wasn't like you just bought
Yeah,
it and threw it
alright.
away the next day.
That's true. That's
when
true.
you had it for 18, 19 years and listened to it how many times?
I kept, you know, like a lot of, I'm a big fan of Marilyn Manson, AFI, Misfits, kept all of that stuff, but all the kind of generic stuff, I kind of threw a lot of that crap away. Kept my Taylor Swift CD, though.
Of course, got to keep
And-
T Swift,
And Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga's awesome. Lady Gaga's hot.
Her new movie looks amazing.
She's in a movie?
Yeah, it's her and Bradley Cooper.
I love Bradley Cooper. He's one of my 15 man crushes.
It's like the 5th remake of A Star Is Born, but it looks really good.
Never heard of it.
Seriously, there was one with like, I know there was one with Barbra Streisand, and then there was one with, I'm probably wrong, but I think it was Judy Garland maybe. Like it was really really old.
I always kind of thought Barbra Streisand was hot, too.
What? Because you have the same nose?
Yeah, it probably is that. That's probably why I like Lady Gaga, too. Yeah, what else? What else has come out? Sorry, I just got an Instagram notification, which is super unprofessional to pay attention to that while I'm recording the podcast. What else? Should we just... What?
Before this, we actually said make sure our phones are on mute.
Yeah, well, it's on mute. It's on vibrate, so
vibrate.
you might hear it go off and think one of us farted, and if that happens, it's Mike.
I was gonna say it's probably
It's
Aaron.
probably Fitz. I did have 2 protein shakes today, though, so... that
They
is
just hear
gonna
Aaron
hurt me.
go hashtag drive by.
Yeah. All right, so what do we have to talk about? I got a good question. I think this could be the good question to kick off this podcast.
I'm waiting.
What's your favorite sex position?
Why is it always sex with you?
I don't know. I need help, seriously. Oh, my God. But for real.
All I can think of is that Clerks meme. It's like, dude, we're talking comics. Why you girl it up and talking about sex?
Is that real? Am I really that bad?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm kind of proud of that.
Those are some stories I could tell you about.
Anyway,
Because I've been friends with all of Aaron's girlfriends, so I know way more than I wish to know.
So, yeah. Mike,
So, anyway.
Mike, if you and I were to sleep together, what do you think, as long as we spoon afterwards, what positions?
That's a serious question.
I just snort laughed. That's how you know it's a serious question. What?
No.
What? I don't know where I'm going with this.
I don't either. I'm getting kind of nervous.
I
Are you trying to come out right now? Like, what is happening?
You're not being on the top, I can tell you that. No offense.
Like, what is happening right now?
I don't know. So we'll change the subject. You asked a question.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm okay. My question is, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. It's suddenly hot down here and I'm sweating.
We're close and all, but yeah, I don't really swing that way. Sorry.
All right. So the week of July, whenever the hell this is, July 24th, 2018. What's been new? Again, I'm not a comic expert. We just had a trailer drop, because that's what the kids say, drop, right? The cool kids say shit drops.
I don't think you're cool enough to say drop, though.
Not? All right, I'll say spilled.
Was released.
Released. Okay, just like Mike released jizz in his pants. That was awful. Sorry. There were three.
Are you like high right now? Like, what is wrong with you?
No,
you need to get laid or something. You're all like.
Well, that's why I'm bringing up what sex position you and I would do.
I'm leaving because none sex position. As much as you try, I don't swing that way.
You saying I'm not fuckable?
Yes, by me, yes.
All right, so we had
like,
three.
You're not my type. I like the more like girls, actually.
So like Mike's pants dropping, we had 3 trailers drop in the last few days.
Yeah,
and
because
you should be proud of me because 2 of them I watched on my own. One of which I watched about 13 times.
I am very proud.
And the other one he just made me watch. But Fitz, you take the mic.
Yeah, San Diego Comic-Con was this weekend, and a ton of awesome news came out of there if you like comics and comic movies. The trailer for Aquaman came out that looks amazing. The trailer for Shazam came out that I had no hope for that movie. I really thought it was going to be stupid, but it actually looks wicked good. And the trailer for Titans, which was nothing like I expected. At first, the rumor was that it was going to be part of the Arrowverse, like Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, that whole thing. And that it was going to like fall into that and be one of those like PG type shows, PG-14 shows. And then the trailer came out and everyone was like, whoa. It's for mature audiences. It looks extremely violent. And the part that really got me is when Robin was just like, fuck Batman. And I was like, whoa, all right.
Yeah,
I was in for the show, now I'm really in.
I was kind of half listening there. What's that show going to be on, Netflix or something?
No, it's going to be on the new DC Comics is coming out with its own streaming thing. Like its own Netflix
Oh, that's cool.
thing. Yeah, it's going to have like all the old movies and all the old shows.
Well, now, how's that going to work? Because, I mean, no offense, I'm probably not going to get that, but are they still going to keep some of their shit on other services like Netflix? I mean, it's extra revenue. I don't understand why
Probably not, because when the WWE did that, when they got the network, they took all their stuff off Netflix.
Really?
I'm assuming that DC will do the same.
I feel like that's kind of stupid. I mean, I get it, but
Netflix is going to die because I think
there's going to be no more cable and all that shit. Everyone's just going to have their own service. So you're still going to pay the amount you would for cable, like $200+ a month, but it's going to be for, WWE, video games, Netflix,
Right, but because Disney is coming out with their own streaming service, too, at the end of this year or beginning of next year, and they're going to take all of their stuff. That's like all the Marvel movies,
all the
Star Wars.
Yeah. A lot of that stuff I really don't watch on Netflix, though. I watch a lot of it. Netflix has amazing originals.
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting sidetracked. Should we be talking about that comic stuff again, though?
Sure.
Unless you had a thought. Finish that thought.
I don't...
Pull your pants back up and finish that
thoughts.
thought. You don't have thoughts? I don't either. Yeah, I know nothing really about comics. I remember a little bit of Shazam. I remember he has like an exclamation point at the end of his name, right?
Yep.
And he's kind of supposed to be a joke character, and I'm losing a ton of geek points here because the most I know about Shazam is from these old DC Comics cards I used to have from like 30 years ago.
All right, let me ask you this one. Do you know what Shazam's original name was?
Captain Marvel.
There you go. Wow. You just got some points back.
Really? Yeah, I can tell because your fucking dick's showing right now. I was talking about him getting hard. It's not. He's really not pantless.
I wish I was. It's hot as fucking hell down here.
It's not that hot down here.
Just put my ass
It's
off.
not that hot. Well, that's because you're blushing, because I'm making it weird.
Very.
So Captain Marvel, did they have to change the name because of Marvel Comics?
Yeah, I don't think they had to, but I think because they had a Captain Marvel too, who was like...
Really? Oh, it's a woman, right?
Yeah, but it was a dude for a while, and then they changed it to Carol Danvers, and she was Miss Marvel, and then they changed her to Captain Marvel, and when they did that, DC was kind of like, all right, fine. So they changed Captain Marvel to Shazam, who was the wizard. I'm boring everybody right now.
Who cares?
And who was the wizard who gave him his powers originally was Shazam, but now he started being called Shazam.
Now, so like in the movie, obviously that's faithful to the comic.
Yeah.
I would assume. So he's a kid that can turn into that guy, right? So he keeps his like immaturity or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but he has the intelligence of the wisdom of shit. Because Shazam stands for the gods that he gets the powers of.
Yeah.
But he has the wisdom of someone. So yeah, he's still like a kid, but he's smart. You know what I mean? Like he's not like a dumb kid.
I saw I'm not. For some reason, I have more interest in the DC movies than the Marvel movies, which Fitz is gonna get pissed at me about. Like I love Marvel comics.
I don't get pissed about that. I'm way more DC.
No, he's more of a DC guy, and as far as the movies go, I like the DC movies more than the Marvel. I'll eventually see all the Marvel ones. Like I fucking love Deadpool. I know that's a different fucking Marvel comic cinematic universe. It's like separate for now, but where are we going with this? But anyway, yeah, I had no interest really in Shazam. I was going to see it because, like I said, I like the DC movies, but I watched the trailer like 20 times. It's almost like Deadpool because he's like hilarious. Now, is that going to be in the same cinematic DC universe?
It is. And
really?
If you look in the trailer, they show Batman's Batarang.
Oh, yeah.
And they show a newspaper that says something about Superman.
That'll be cool, because so if they have like one of those big ensemble movies like Avengers, then they'll have like this goofy idiot.
Yeah, well, they did Justice League, and they definitely needed someone to lighten it up because the Flash was just annoying. He was supposed to be the comic relief, and he just came off annoying.
I still haven't seen that. I want to see it wicked bad.
Oh, it's wicked good. I loved it, but it could just be stick figures of the Justice League on the screen, and I would be like, that's the best movie ever made.
Well, I was looking at the comments in the YouTube section, which is like a cesspool for like just comments and negativity in general, and in Shazam, everyone was shitting all over it, being like, oh, of course, DC tries comedy now. What the fuck? Can they not win?
They really can't.
A lot of people enjoyed it. It had like way more thumbs up than thumbs down.
I don't know why, but for some reason it's like cool to hate DC.
Oh, that just makes me like it more.
Like I don't know, it's almost like a John Cena thing. Like it's just like cool to hate. You know what I mean? Like I've loved DC since I was 8 years old. Like, and then I got into Marvel like later in life. But it's always been like Superman was the first comic I got into, and since then I've always been more of a DC than a Marvel. But I mean, I love Marvel. I've seen every Marvel movie 1,000 times. I have thousands of Marvel comics, but I've always been DC first.
Now, who's going to be the bad guy in that Shazam movie? Or is it going to be just mostly an origin story?
No, it's Dr. Savannah.
What the hell is that?
I think that's how you pronounce his name. They show him in the trailer really quick. He has like the weird eye and like the scar over his eye, the bald guy.
I don't know if I remember seeing it. I watched the trailer like 8 times, like I said.
But it looks like it's completely based on Jeff Johns' Shazam, which was the New 52, which was, they reintroduced him. It was in the back of Justice League. It was like 3 or 4 pages every issue of Justice League was like the origin of Shazam, and like Freddy and Mary Marvel and
Freddy Krueger?
No. No, Freddy, who ends up being the kid with the crutch in the trailer.
Oh, okay, yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
Is that his friend or something?
Yeah, it's his foster brother or whatever. They live together, and he ends up being Captain Marvel Jr. He like shares his power with him, and so he can, because he feels bad, he can't walk or whatever. Like he gets worse, so he shares his power with him, and he can like, he's not as powerful as I keep calling him Captain Marvel, but Shazam, and
with an exclamation point.
Yes, with an exclamation point. So it's Shazam! I can't yell because I'll...
No, this is the good microphone, I think. In post, I'll just turn your volume down if it blows the
So it reads,
speaker.
Shazam!
Mike! Now, when does this Shazam movie take place? After... Because the DC movies seem like they're all going in like a timeline. They're not jumping all over the place. Besides Wonder Woman, which was almost a prequel because it's before right?
They've been in order. Wonder Woman kind of starts with like the right timeline, and there's like a flashback, and then comes back to the regular timeline.
Also, random as hell. Because I loved Suicide Squad. Unpopular opinion, I know, and I loved Jared Leto's Joker. Fuck yourselves.
Who's getting his own movie?
Yeah. They're making a sequel to Suicide Squad too, right? And a Joker's getting a movie, Jared Leto's, and Harley Quinn's getting one with the chicks, right?
They're
talking about it.
What happened was, again, I love DC. I'm not shitting on DC, but I think what happened was they put out the Suicide. Everyone loves Harley Quinn. Real comic fans, like fake comic fans, everyone loves Harley Quinn.
You know what's cool about her? She's kind of new still. Wasn't she created in the 90s?
92?
I feel like every character is way older than us because they came out way before we were born in like the 40s and the 50s.
Well, okay, a quick origin story of Harley Quinn, real life one. So what happened was Paul Dini, who was one of the head writers on the Batman animated series, saw Arlene Sorkin, the comedian, on some soap opera, and was like, she'd be a great voice. I gotta write something for her. So she was supposed to do one episode, and she didn't even have a name. The character was just called Joker's Henchwoman. And she did the voice of Harley Quinn, and everyone just loved it so much that they made her. She came back for a few more episodes, and then ended up doing more and more. And then during No Man's Land in 1998, 99.
Wait, is No Man's Land the one when Bane helps Batman take
yeah,
over
at the end he ends up helping. It's
how do I know that?
It's kind of Dark Knight Rises. The city's cut off from.
That's when Batman gets hurt by that Azrael guy, right?
No, that's Nightfall.
No, close enough.
No, not even.
Not at all?
Not even a little bit.
All right, I just lost my Shazam points for that.
And you just threw me off, too. Oh, so... yeah, so they introduced her into the actual comic because she was so popular. I think it was I want to say 98. It was either 98 or 99.
Yeah, because she was in the show first, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, which you probably just said, but I wasn't listening.
I did. Just pay attention. This is your own podcast. Listen to it.
It's our podcast, not just mine. Even though it's going on my Aaron Strange YouTube channel, not Fitz's because he doesn't use his. Yeah. Anyway, what?
What was I?
She was
boring the audience about.
She was in the comics in '98.
Nerd explaining, over explaining.
Hey,
yeah,
someone will find it interesting.
So they brought her into the comics in '98. Could be '99, but I think it was '98. And yeah, she was just like the cartoon, a secondary character from the Joker. And then she got more popular, ended up getting her own comic series. But it all just started because Paul Dini watched a soap opera one day, and she was like, "Hey, she has a cool voice. She would be a cool cartoon character."
And as in, she does the voice for the character in the cartoon.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, Arlene Sorkin, she also hosted...
Why does that name sound familiar?
She hosted that show with Dave Coulier, the one that ripped off America's Funniest Home Videos.
Oh, wait, the one when he would always do the Jiffermonk or whatever the hell it's called.
Yes,
that
the
weird
Jackalope.
Jackalope, yeah, I remember that show.
Fast as
That's
can
her?
be. Yeah.
I mean, I can't put a face to it, but I can kind of remember her. Because I used to love that show.
Yeah, she was a comedian back in the 90s.
Those shows are irrelevant now because you could just go on YouTube and watch that stuff.
That was the original YouTube. Was the.
It really was.
Bob Saget needs to start a Tosh.0 type show.
Bob Saget, yeah, that would be amazing.
We're gonna write Bob Saget and tell him.
Let's do it. He's probably not doing that much right now. Oh God, I hope he didn't hear me just hear me say that. I mean, he doesn't really have to do anything now. Is he on the Netflix show Fuller House?
Yeah, I was just gonna say he's doing Fuller House.
Full time, or is he Fuller time?
And he does sort of stand up. His stand up is hilarious. It's not what you would think.
Yeah, he's pretty filthy, like us.
Yeah, for people who are oh, Full House, he must be hilarious, and they watch it and they're like, oh my God, kids, cover your ears.
All right, what do we talk about next? We just talked about Shazam. I haven't played a game in a video game in a couple of months, so I haven't really been keeping up with new video game stuff except for a new Halo was announced, Halo Infinite. And
what's this thing everyone's talking about? It's something from a game, someone died of ligament something.
Oh, it's some joke. It's some kid that are you familiar with Twitch?
Yeah.
Twitch is basically like YouTube for those who don't know, but I don't know why you wouldn't know that if you listen to a podcast on YouTube or whatever. Everyone knows what Twitch is. Anyway, you stream shit on there. It's some guy, I think his name was Ninja or something. I'm pretty out of the loop. We're old here. We're almost 40.
Yeah, it was Ninja, because some kid was trying to explain it to me today. It was Ninja.
It's some kid that plays that game Fortnite that I have yet to play, but I do want to play it. I guess he's one of the biggest streamers for it. And I don't mean streamer he runs around in the neighborhood naked.
Oh my
no, wait,
God.
that's streaking. So he's one of the biggest streamers for Fortnite. And someone made a joke that he died or whatever from some kind of dick disease, but it's not true. I forget what they said it was called. Ligma or something?
Yeah, Ligma, that's what it was.
And he got pissed about it and he told people to stop saying it in the stream or they were going to be banned. I saw a video of it. And of course, if you yell at the internet and tell them not to do anything, clearly they're going to do the opposite. So yeah, he didn't die. I have no idea who the hell the guy is. I just know he has neon green hair and he was pissed about some kind of dead dick joke, which I guess I would be pissed about too.
Did it have to do with the dick though? I don't think it did.
I think
you just threw that in there because you're you.
Because I'm me. I don't. Well, Google it afterwards, or you guys pause us and Google Ligma. Was it Ligma? I even saw it on Instagram.
Yeah, it's been like everywhere. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Do you have it?
Yes, I do.
What if it really is a dick thing?
Then I hope to God I don't have it.
Samesies. Hashtag samesies. What is with you and the dicks?
No, seriously.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Kids get dick for brains?
Yeah.
I was going to say dick on the brains, but I was afraid what you would make the joke out of that.
I just get even closer to you,
yeah,
which could be...
It's creepy enough as it is.
All right, do we go back into personal stuff, I guess? What do we not know about each other? Well, we know everything about each other.
Pretty much.
But the audience might not know. I'm a licensed tattoo artist. Mike has a lot of comic book tattoos that I've done. I've been tattooing about 11 years. He's a lot of comic book tattoos I've done on him. You guys can't see them because you can just hear us. If I wasn't lazy in post, I would just put up a bunch of pictures on the screen right now about all the tattoos he has. Or you can just stalk us on Facebook and Instagram and see for yourselves. Yeah, you need to come down and get some more. I'm looking at. I did one of the more recent ones is a kind of traditional style, old school Kevin Smith portrait on his juicy thigh that's staring at me right now.
Yep. Should I tell that story? How I met him and showed him?
Yeah, sure. Of course. So I tattooed. Hold on, let me cut you off.
Okay.
I did this tattoo, and if you guys are familiar with tattooing, it takes about a month for your skin to heal and be like, perfect. Like it looks like how your skin was before it got tattooed. Just there's a tattoo on the skin. So I tattooed this Kevin Smith tattoo because Fitz was going to a Comic-Con a week or 2 weeks after this said tattoo was getting done. So it's still going to be kind of, not raw anymore, but after a couple of weeks, if you know tattoos, they get like dry and itchy and gross and kind of irritated looking. So you got to kind of lotion them up with jizz. I mean, like just any kind of lotion. Or jizz if you prefer. And because it just makes the tattoo look good. You want to keep it nourished, give it its vitamins so it heals properly. So anyway, 2 weeks go by. He goes to Comic-Con, meets his hero, which I'm offended isn't me. And it's Kevin Smith, whom he has a tattoo of on his thigh. And I'm going to let
Fitz... It's not my thigh. It's like the...
That's your thigh.
That's not my thigh. That's
right,
thigh.
right.
It's like right above my knee.
Right above your knee, towards the groin. That's your thigh. So continue the story, Fitz.
So went to Comic-Con, and I met him. And was excited as hell because he is, like Aaron said, he's my hero. So I met him and I was like, I gotta show you something. So I showed him, and he was like, oh, like grabbed me, gave me a huge hug. Was like really, you could tell he legit appreciated that. Like I was such a fan.
And not to cut him off, but I'm gonna anyway. His leg was not lotioned at this point, so the picture of the tattoo was unflattering. His leg was at a weird angle, so his head on the Kevin Smith tattoo looked all fucking warped. You like that Boston accent right there? It was all warped and dry.
I didn't even get to that part yet.
Shit! All right, go on.
Can you please listen to the podcast?
I thought we were so close as a couple. I mean, friends that we just finish each other's sentences.
Anyway. Any gay.
Anywho.
Where was I? Oh. So, let's steer this away from sounding gag. So this big fat guy was hugging me, and
you want to fight about it?
So I showed it to him, and he. Now you get me all
discombobulated.
I don't know where I was in the story.
You're talking about him getting excited to see your leg, but you should have gone to how you got your picture taken with or whatever with him, and then you went to walk away because you're.
That's what I was trying to get to.
But that was before what you're getting to.
No, it wasn't.
All right, well, continue then, because again, I was half listening.
Pay attention to your own damn podcast. So I went to walk away. I was like, "Oh, I got to show you something." So I showed him the tattoo. He got all excited, gave me a big hug, and then he's like, "Can I take a picture?" So I was like, "Absolutely." So he grabbed his phone, he took a picture of my tattoo.
Again, at an unflattering angle, and it wasn't fully healed.
Oh my God, get over the angle.
And it wasn't lotioned. Look it up on his Instagram and Twitter.
So then, I can't finish the story because I can't.
All right, I promise
derailing me.
I'll stop talking. And you want me to rail you?
Kid, seriously.
I'm sorry. Okay, that was the last one.
Go jack off or something.
That was the last
way
one.
too popped up right now.
We got 26 more minutes on this podcast,
Good
so
God.
I'll stop for 26 minutes.
People gave up about, 32 minutes ago.
They're either like, this kid's boring me, or they're like, this kid needs to take the podcast to a... I don't know what I'm saying. Just continue.
So he took a picture of the tattoo, and I was like, that's amazing. And then I went to walk away, and he's like, wait, smile. So I was like, all right, and did the most awkward, thumbs up smile, what's happening right now?
You do look a little scared in the picture.
So he takes a picture of me, and then he comes over and hugs me again, and then I actually forgot, because it was Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes. So I was so, excited, I went to walk out, and Jason Mewes was like, bye, thanks for coming. And I was like, oh, right, I here too. Like, sorry. So I went over and shook his hand and left. The next day, on Kevin Smith's Twitter, there's a picture of me and the tattoo saying how flattered he was for the tattoo, and it was one of the greatest moments of my entire life that my hero tweeted about me.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, isn't it? We're in his basement man cave where he rubs the lotion on the skin. And you probably couldn't hear my voice because I pulled away from the microphone. I apologize. I'm no professional.
Not at all.
But yeah, he's got a picture framed of a screen cap of that tweet, I believe. That's what the kids call them, tweets.
I have a little, almost a shrine to Kevin Smith. I have the printed out tweet that he had. I have the picture of me, him, and Jason Mewes. I have an autographed picture of Clerks.
Jesus.
Not a picture, an autographed script of Clerks.
Wait, and you have a lot of stuff related to him because I was with you at that. We were at a horror convention and he met what's Jason Mewes and what's his name?
Brian O'Halloran.
Brian O'Halloran.
Yep, and they signed to Clerks. It's an amazing, it looks like a comic book, but it's all the Clerks characters. So I have that signed by those two. I have a Clerks script signed by Kevin Smith, the picture of me and Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes, and the tweet printed out.
Well, I think my favorite Kevin Smith movie. I kind of got into Kevin Smith pretty late in life, probably mid-20s for some reason. I don't know why. And I think my favorite movie is Mallrats.
Yeah, that's a good one. Clerks will always be my favorite, but that was really good.
Clerks is amazing. I love Chasing Amy's good.
Chasing Amy's awesome.
Yeah, I've only seen it once, but I remember every part of that movie. I don't know why. It just sticks with you.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is
that's a good one.
I can't wait. They're doing Jay and Silent Bob rebooted, and it's gonna be they're rebooting the Jay and Silent Bob. You know how they're rebooting the movie that they made in the first one, so they have to go back to Hollywood to stop them from rebooting it.
But they're the same characters, right? Because they let him keep those two. That was it. That's stupid.
Yeah, he tried to do a Mallrats Netflix series, and no one wanted it.
We all wanted it, but fucking big wig higher ups or whatever didn't.
And he tried to do Clerks. Clerks 3, and no one. Well, he said that one main cast member didn't want to come back, and without them, he didn't want to do it.
And the plot thickens. Yeah. Who is it?
It's definitely Dante, because Brian O'Halloran has done Comic Book
really?
Man. Oh yeah.
You would think but all the other people fucking Ben Affleck probably would come back. Brian O'Halloran, huh?
All you really need for Clerks is Brian O'Halloran, Dante.
For Clerks. Okay, we're talking about Clerks. Sorry, I thought you just meant the whole universe in general.
No, Mallrats would probably bring Ben Affleck or Chasing Amy if they did. But yeah, all you need is them and Jay and Silent Bob. So that's really all you need to do a Clerks 3. But I've heard that Dante's a real dick, so and just refuses to do it. Kevin Smith won't throw him under the bus and say it was him, but I'm pretty sure it was him. I'll say it was him. God damn it.
But he'll still do things, meet and greets. He doesn't want any really association or continuing.
No, he doesn't do meet and greets stuff. Brian O'Halloran does.
Wait, who are we talking about?
No, I'm sorry, not Dante. The guy who played Randall. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah.
My bad. No, the guy who plays Randall.
Can we talk shit on this?
Why not?
Well, we might as well. It's nothing but dick jokes. But yeah, that guy kind of seems like a dick in everything he's in. I don't know if he's listening to this. Probably not.
I'm sure he's not.
I feel like I don't like that guy.
Yeah, I don't like him at all.
All right, good. I'm glad you said that.
I mean, he's funny in Clerks, but I feel like he's full of himself. Dude, you did 2 movies. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you're not an actor and you did 2 movies.
But yeah, Brian, I don't know, because Brian O'Halloran does all the
I was gonna say he seemed wicked cool when I was with you when you met him.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. I almost said Dante again. Randall, that won't do it.
They could have just killed him off.
They should have. But then it would just be Dante, and that would be kind of pointless.
Well, they could have done a whole fucking Wet Hot American Summer thing where they just retcon the character. Did you ever, where Bradley Cooper couldn't come back, so they just pretended that his character 10 years later got plastic surgery, and it was the guy from Parks and Rec. I can't think of his name.
Chris Pratt?
No, not Chris Pratt. He was in fucking what's that movie about the evil Santa? That's from Germany.
Krampus?
Yes, that's a great movie. The guy was the main character, the dad. Have you seen Krampus?
I haven't.
God damn it, it's a good movie. You should see it. I thought I had zero interest in it or hopes, and it actually was a good movie.
Yeah, it looked horrible.
No, it's really good.
Yeah, I'll probably see it.
It's really
good. On
the
list.
It's on the list. That's an old phrase that I used to say when Fitz would say something to me about a movie that I had no interest in. I'd just be like, oh, yeah, it's on the list. When he told me to watch the Titans trailer today, I'm like, yeah, it's on the list. Literally couldn't have taken 2.5 minutes out of my day just to watch the trailer.
Not even 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
Now, is that going to be... God, we are all over the place. Is that Titans show going to be in the same universe as these films, or no? Well, none of the Marvel ones are, right?
No, the shows are all the Marvel shows. Everything Marvel does is
excluding
connected.
the X-Men for right now.
Right. Yeah, I mean, everything, but Yeah, like The Gifted. That show doesn't
The
have to do
fuck
with
is The Gifted?
the X-Men TV show on Fox.
Oh, is that the one Marilyn Manson did a song for?
Maybe.
He just covered that song from the Lost Boys, "Cry Little Sister," and I did a little nerd research because he's an idol of mine. That he recorded that song for an X-Men show or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched the first 3 episodes of that. I just couldn't get into it. I'm gonna
Wait,
try.
it's already out?
The Gifted?
Yeah.
Yeah, season 2.
Where the hell have I been?
Season I'm trying to think. It's season 2. I was thinking it's season 3, but it's 2. Comes out I think September. But I watched the first 3, maybe 4. But I don't know. I'll watch it eventually, but I just couldn't get into it. And it wasn't bad. It wasn't good either. It's just kind of there.
Huh. Now, are they doing any more X-Men movies because of the whole Disney buyout
Yeah.
thing? Are they still working on one more movie?
Yep, they're doing the hell are they calling it? It's the Dark Phoenix story, pretty much. I forget what the hell they're calling it.
I love how suddenly this whole podcast has been you talking because I haven't done any research. For
I know.
this.
That's why I told you to text you today. I'm
Well,
like,
let's talk about something I do know, like Deadpool. I love Ryan Reynolds and I love Deadpool. Perfect match right there.
do you think they'll do a Deadpool 3?
You know, I don't give a fuck if this is a spoiler alert or not because the movie's been out for 2 months now.
So just give a countdown. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. 3,
1.
2, 69, 1. Okay. Yeah, so when he died at the end, they should have just left him dead, and they could have ended it beautifully, and it was this nice end of the movie where everybody cried, including myself, not ashamed to admit, and everyone got to be happy, and then they could be like, that was their swan song, and then Disney can do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, and I think I heard somewhere that Ryan Reynolds doesn't want to do a third one. He said
I thought I heard that
enough.
too, yeah.
I don't know if that was a joke or something, but...
Well, he probably wanted to end it the way it did, and then the studios are like, well, this is going to make millions of dollars, so we got to keep this going.
Well, they might have been afraid, too, if they killed him off, that people would be like, oh, he's just trying to be like Logan. I know he makes that joke in the movie, but...
in the beginning.
Yeah, I feel like people would be like, oh, he's just trying to rip off Logan and kill the main hero. Which, spoiler alert for Logan, too, sorry.
Well, that movie's 3 years old now. So. Oh my god, that is not 3 years old, is it?
2?
Alright, at least 2, yeah. So yeah, I would say we're in the minority, but just to each other. Mike, I am a diehard Deadpool fan, and I loved the first movie. I've watched it 100 times, probably more, 200, maybe 300, maybe 6,900.
Oh my god.
I've watched it a lot of times, and I like the second one a little bit more.
Yeah, a lot of people said that, but the first one's just such a classic, it was such an original movie.
Yeah.
But nothing will ever be as good as that. But the second one was great. Don't get me wrong, I loved it. But the first one is just such a groundbreaking, different movie. That's why it'll always have that one step ahead of any. I feel like that and Guardians of the Galaxy are just so will always be just.
I definitely like the first Guardians better than the second one.
Yeah, the second one was great too. Again.
Oh, we got to get into that too. About James Gunn getting
fired.
getting
fired.
But about Deadpool. I feel I like how you could tell they weren't super confident in throwing a lot of money at the first movie, so that's why you can tell. It seems like it's only got a couple of action set pieces, and there's a few. It's I don't know. You can tell it's lower budget than the second one. The second one they just threw everything at the screen. Yeah. It shows. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I kind of like how they were polar opposites like that.
Yeah, and you can tell that what the hell's his name? The guy who directed the first one. You can tell it's a different director. It's not, you know what I mean?
Also, I liked in the advertising, I saw that he has the X-Force, Shatterstar and all them. I was excited that Shatterstar was going to be in it because he was one of my favorites as a kid. And I like how they built, I'm I kind of want it to just be about Deadpool and Vanessa. I don't really want all these other people on the screen, but whatever, I'll take whatever because I'm going to see it anyway. So I see the movie, they're doing all this advertising that Terry Crews and all these people are in it, and he has this whole team. They get fucking killed within 3 seconds. Spoiler alert.
See, that was one of the.
I thought that was brilliant.
That was brilliant. That was hilarious too, especially when the guy goes into the chipper thing. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck!"
Oh, yeah, no, the puking guy.
Oh yeah, he pukes on.
Who? Brian Asnigard or whatever the hell his name is that plays Pennywise.
Bill Skarsgård.
Yes.
But yeah, I kind of wish it was more just about Deadpool because it was you had the stupid kid who I hated. And,
I thought he was all right.
I was hoping that.
Damn, it
Cable
feels
would
good
kill
to be a gangster.
I was rooting for Cable to kill him the whole movie.
He was amazing in that, Josh Brolin.
He really was. But, I think that should have been, the X-Force movie, and then do another one more the first one that's just about him.
Yeah, do Deadpool, and then do an X-Force movie with Deadpool,
right.
And then, that would have been cool. I mean, it still kind of technically was a him movie because they all got killed. I like the part when they're all talking to him, like Domino and whatever the fucking people, the comedian guy. I can't think of his name. The friend guy, that's the bartender. That's definitely you.
Yeah, it is. Weasel.
But when they're like all talking to Deadpool while he's got the baby legs and whatever her name is, the old chick, the blind Al.
Blind Al.
And they're on the couch. And clearly, Cable's behind the group, facing Deadpool, and they're in Deadpool's line of sight. And he goes, "He's behind you, isn't he?" Like, wouldn't they be like, "Oh, he's behind us, isn't he?" Fucking writing in that movie was brilliant and retarded. It's like I wrote it.
My favorite thing about that scene is Ryan Reynolds, 100% clearly as a joke, posted a picture of him with the baby legs, and was like, "Just so people know, I didn't sit on a baby during this. Like, no babies were injured during this."
I saw that.
And people took that seriously.
Well, people are retarded. It's 2018.
People are like, "Oh my god, he sat on a baby for that." Like, how can you not realize that's a joke?
Because it's 2018 and people are idiots and offended by everything and triggered no matter what and just like to bitch. But, God, I want to talk about Deadpool all night. I actually have a Deadpool costume. I wear it in a couple of YouTube videos, and I don't know where I was going with that. But,
Probably something inappropriate.
Probably, so let's segue into that other thing that, I saw all over social media that James Gunn got fired from Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It's kind of stupid. I mean, we don't have to get into, like, politics and stuff, but, I mean, yeah, the guy said some pretty fucked up shit 10 years ago. You and I have said way worse things than that. It's just you're held to a higher standard if you're going to be in the fucking spotlight.
My big issue with it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was 10 years ago. Things have changed. Like, people change. If he had just posted like stuff like that, then fine.
Well, he also came from like Trauma, didn't he? Didn't he start out with Trauma? Like I can't think of the guy's name.
Yeah,
forgive me. I fucking Lloyd Kaufman.
Yes.
And it's all like ridiculous garbage toilet humor. And
Lloyd
like,
Kaufman. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Lloyd Kaufman was in Guardians.
Yeah,
1.
that's what I was gonna say.
But yeah, that's kind of bullshit. I mean, I kind of get from a business standpoint where they were coming from, but Disney also owns like 300 subsidiary companies that like put out way worse movies than anything that James Gunn has said. And the guy that pointed it out is some politician or whatever, isn't it? He like sent all his like right-wing friends to find all these suspicious tweets from James Gunn from like 10 years ago.
Something like that.
And then that comedian guy, oh, what the hell? Patton Oswalt found a screen cap tweet that guy wrote about something about raping women. I'm like, what the fuck? So it's okay for that guy to say shit? And he made some kind of rape joke that was fucked up. Again, I don't follow politics, so I don't really care, but
I think that, like, even stuff, like, I don't think you should be fired unless it's something really, really bad. But, like, okay, so he made an awful joke that he probably shouldn't have made 10 years ago. Why can't he direct a movie? You know what I mean? Like, how does that affect his ability to direct a movie? Or, I know, like, it makes Disney look bad or whatever, but...
And they can't walk out. I mean, I know Batista's, like, pissed about it.
Yeah.
He's been, like, tweeting
but
all
even,
over
like,
the place about it.
Look at, like, Roseanne. Like, that show had millions, like, it was huge when it came, especially when it came back. And it got canceled because she's made and what she said wasn't even that bad. I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't even, like, that bad. That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Well, she's still going to get paid for that anyway. Doesn't she own the show?
Yeah, but they're not going to make any more. They canceled it.
No, but aren't they going to make it without her? It's just going to be called the name of the family, whatever the hell it is?
They canceled the whole thing.
Interesting.
And I heard the other people on the show, like, hate her now because she ruined the show.
Damn. Well, okay, so my question is, like, I don't know how many spoilers are incoming, but so if Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was getting made and all of them died besides Rocket Raccoon, which is my favorite of the team anyway. So if he's the only one alive, what was Guardians 3 going to be? Like before the last... I mean, they all died in Avengers 4, Infinity War, whatever.
Yeah, Avengers 3.
They all died in that. So...
No, because Avengers 4 comes out in May, which is before... I think Captain Marvel comes out before it, but other than that, there's no other Marvel movies. So in Avengers 4, I'm pretty sure, spoiler alert, they're all going to come back.
Because I remember a little bit of the comics in the 90s, right? Is that when that storyline took place in the 90s, I think?
Yes.
Okay.
Either the 90s or late 80s, but I think, it was the 90s. But yeah, obviously they're going to come back. That still shocked me, though. Even though I've read the comic and I knew, like, what went down in the comic, that still shocked the hell out of me.
That didn't get me that much. I mean, I feel like it was, like, odd deaths for people to have, if you call them deaths. I mean, it was pretty intense when Spider-Man, like, went. That was kind of sad.
Do you know that scene was all improv?
Was it?
Tom Holland just came up with that on the spot.
I didn't think I was going to care for him. I was never really a big Spider-Man guy. as much as I love the characters that are like just pain in the ass wisecracking, like him and Deadpool. I don't know. I never really got into Spider-Man. But
No, I love Spider-Man.
no, once I saw, because I haven't seen any of the other new Spider-Man movies, so this Avengers movie was my first introduction to a lot of the characters because I haven't really watched any of them.
There's only one Spider-Man movie. He was in Civil War too, but
yeah,
just for like.
But then he was in his own movie, right?
Yeah, Homecoming.
Okay. But yeah, this I saw. I'm like, wow, he's one of like the best parts of this movie.
Yeah, he's the guy who plays him is perfect too.
When
Tom Holland.
I've seen. Okay, I saw the first Avengers briefly with my son, who's 3. He wanted to watch it because he saw the Hulk, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to get into this, which is stupid to say because I love comics. But yeah, I really got into it. So I saw that, so I had familiarity with the Loki guy, the guy that plays Loki, and I've seen bits and pieces of the Thor movies. But yeah, I was pretty sad when Loki died at the beginning of the Avengers movie. That kind of got me a little bit.
See, I
mean, if I was familiar with all the movies and I was watching them for the last 10 years, I would have probably been bawling my eyes out. But
see, that's why it got me, because it's like, it was so perfect that they built to this, and you really, like, you knew these characters for, like, 10 years, and some of us more because of the comics and stuff, but, like, you've seen all the movies, you followed them, and, like, to see them all just be, like, gone. It's like, oh my god. I mean, even though you know they're coming back, it's still, like, hit you, like, oh my god. Especially the Spider-Man scene.
Again, yeah, there was a lot going on in that movie. It was basically a movie about fucking whatever the hell his name is. Thanos. Yeah, the other guys was just like a support
That's
cast.
what I love about it.
Yeah. What the hell we gonna? But yeah, the end of Deadpool 2, that got me. And there's only been 2 Deadpool movies. I don't know, so I had like kind of an attachment to that, and I have attachment to Star Wars. So if anything happens to those characters, but that'll be an episode for another podcast because we're not getting into Star Wars now.
We can do a whole podcast just on Star Wars.
We can do like 20 podcasts on Star Wars. We haven't talked about a single video game.
I know.
I'm insulted.
I know. I kind of stole this podcast from my.
That's okay. I know. Watch. Everyone's gonna like listen for like you, and just like they watch my YouTube videos for you. Like a couple of my episodes that went viral were like ones that star Mike. Actually, no. The first Spawn video was just me, and that one has more views than the one you were in as the clown.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, that one's up there. I have like no views on YouTube. It's like a joke, but they're a lot for me. Like the Spawn videos, I think have like close to 2,000 views, which is like laughable, but that's like huge for me because most of them get between 1 and 500 views, maybe. So
I think my favorite ones that we make are the ones where you literally just make me play video games and tape it. The Fantastic Fridays.
Okay, so yeah, if you guys are unfamiliar, now the people that were listening for comics and like maybe we didn't talk about wrestling, but the people that were listening for comics are gonna be like, oh god, this kid's talking about video games now. But yeah, on YouTube, like non-scripted videos are Let's Plays when people just film themselves playing games and edit themselves to like, you know, live play the game. It's basically like Twitch, but not live. It's just condensed videos of like 15 to 20 minutes of somebody playing a video game. But yeah, on my channel, I call them Fantastic Fridays, and we would just film them whatever, and I would upload them on a Friday, so it's like if people didn't have shit to do, which, who doesn't have shit to do, and who's gonna watch a fucking YouTube channel that nobody watches? So yeah, there was like our little party thing, just playing a video game on Fridays. But yeah, those were unscripted, so kind of like what we're doing right now, just us off the cuff talking about random shit.
Yeah.
Trying not to bring up personal shit that I had to edit out in a few of them, but yeah, those are unscripted.
They're inside jokes that we say, like, no one's going to get that.
Yeah, no one's going to understand it, but, I mean, people do like them. Some of those went viral, too. Like, there's one, we played this old Xbox game called Kung Fu Chaos, where you're a bunch of ninjas and you just, like, fight each other and throw each other off, like, remember that one? It was like a movie set, you're a bunch of ninjas. He doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Not at all, but yep.
But anyway, random as hell, that was the fastest one to edit. Like, I just put up the 2 screens, and it's the 4 of us talking. Me, Fitzgerald, my brother Mark, whose YouTube channel is randomark3087, gotta give him a shout out, and our mutual friend Martin, who was hanging out that night for playing the game. But yeah, that has like almost 1,000 views. Fucking
really?
Random ass video, like little to no editing, and has almost 1,000. I didn't even use that many tags in the video, which is like YouTube's equivalent of hashtags, and yeah, that's getting a ton of views.
Well, it's funny, like, I feel like people, like, how you always say people message you and stuff, like, oh, Fitz was funny in that video or this video, like, I feel like it'd be annoying. Like, people watch, like, oh, then don't play the fucking game. You're gonna bitch about it the whole freaking video. Like, just don't play. I feel like I'm annoying on those videos.
I think people watch it for the personalities. Like, I don't watch a lot of Let's Plays, but if I like the personality, then I would watch it. So, like, if you want to talk about, like, celebrity, like, Conan O'Brien basically does Let's Plays with the Clueless Gamer. I fucking love Conan O'Brien. He knows nothing about games, which you would think as a hardcore gamer would offend the hell out of me, but I find it hysterical. Which Fitz is basically my Clueless Gamer, because he knows nothing about games, so he's, like, what makes them. It's if all of us knew what we were talking about, it would be boring as hell. Like, just go watch a video game encyclopedia show, which there's plenty of those out there, which bore the fuck out of me. No offense to you guys that do all these, like, in-depth videos, like... I don't know, I'd just rather watch a bunch of idiots goof around. Like, again, going back to my friend Jimbo, he's kind of a goofball. I like to watch his Let's Plays. He used to do Let's Plays. I don't remember what they were called, but he kind of stopped doing them. He just does, like, live shows now on his channel. But, yeah, like, if Fitz actually made, like, a professional-ish YouTube channel, not that mine's professional. I should say, if you, like, kept with it. I like Fitz as a friend and a personality, so I would, like, watch him play a video game. You know what I'm talking about? Like, he's not boring to me, so I would watch it. But, yeah, as long as... If people like the personality of the person, that's what they watch them for. They don't really watch for the gaming shit.
This is someone who knows nothing really about YouTube or video games. I think it would just be like, stop shitting on what I love. Like, if I watched a comic show and someone's like, these comics are stupid, I'd be like, all right, not watching this. Like, fuck that guy.
Well, maybe we could do that. Like, if you had a channel... It would be the opposite. Like, the Fantastic Friday would basically be Mike talking about a comic, and I have no idea what he's talking about.
Like, make you, like, watch trailers of, like, Marvel movies.
Be like, who the hell is that guy wearing the fucking green? I'm like, I want that pair of spandex, but...
Another podcast I listen to, Sam Roberts' wrestling podcast. He does
wait, is that the, like, skinny guy?
Yeah. He does a pre-show.
I've watched a few of his videos, and, yeah, they're pretty good.
He does a thing called Captive Audience, where he has, like, his wife or, like, one of his friends from high school who knows, like, nothing about wrestling, like... He'll sit down and show them, like, some crazy thing from wrestling and, like, make them watch, like, the whole thing. And,
really?
Like, yeah, it's wicked funny.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about wrestling either. We'll have to... Oh, God, I just grazed you on
You really did.
With my hand. I apologize. How do you feel?
Scared.
Really? I got chills, sorry.
I think I'm about to be raped, people.
I don't know if you can make that joke. It's 2018.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're both willing, so...
They're gonna... No. They're gonna fire me from Guardians. They're gonna fire me from Guardians.
I'm gonna fire you from the Aaron Strange channel. You son of a bitch. You tell me to, like, dissolve all my videos that are on there.
Dissolve like Infinity War?
Dissolve. What should we talk about now? Just YouTube again, I guess?
Sure.
I mean, we got... I don't know how long this podcast was going to be. I know podcasts are usually an hour and a half to 2 hours. And I know that most people do them weekly or bi-weekly. Yeah, we definitely can't commit to that schedule. I have 2 jobs, driving back and forth. Fitz has 2 jobs, driving back and forth. And we have a lot going on in our personal life. So we should have started this podcast before we had lives.
No shit. We were like 22 with nothing to do.
We could have been famous by now.
Seriously, like when all we did was work at Shaw's, like that was it. We had so much free time.
I guess this is actually probably a good intro-ish episode, because then we can just ask people can comment and... Or the people that we actually know in real life can just text us and say, oh, you should talk about such and such, and we'll give them a shout-out. And yeah, I've been wanting to branch out, and it's a good middle ground, because when I started the YouTube channel, I kind of wanted it to just be basically an Angry Video Game Nerd ripoff, where it's just a scripted show talking about video games. And, like, just making jokes, because I grew up with these games, and I kind of wanted to be known for that, but not just that. So this is a good thing.
Yeah.
Actually, random as hell, I know this isn't going to interest you, but one thing that kind of pissed me off about the online reviewers is, like, I still watch Angry Video Game Nerd. Like, his character, but it's a character. His character is like us. Like, he gets frustrated, mad, and breaks controllers and yells at games, but that is not him in real life. Yeah. Like, he's, like, a nerd. And, like, sorry, like... What do you call it when you get, like, trigger warning? Boring as hell. Like, I feel like we would have nothing to talk about if we hung out with him. So I feel like that's kind of, like, lying to the audience. I mean, I respect the hell out of what he's done on YouTube because I love the show. I have, like, his DVDs and everything. Well, one of the Blu-rays. And clearly he was the major influence for my initial starting of a YouTube channel. And I still make those episodes today. It's been a while, though. I got to take a break till, like, around Christmas time. But... I don't remember where I was going with this tangent. Oh, but no, me and Fitz are fucking genuine because there's a bunch of people I watch on YouTube that their show that are scripted, you can tell it's kind of scripted, which that's what mine is supposed to be. It's supposed to be scripted. But then when you see them in real life, like a few of them have podcasts. I'm not going to drop any names. Fitz is smiling because he knows who I'm talking about.
Yep.
They're either like boring as hell or fucking cunts. Like, so on the show, on their scripted show, they're like cool and just giving all this information about games and whatever. Fitz is blowing his nose right now. And then, like, you see them in real life, and it's kind of like, oh, they're nothing like what they are in that show. So I'm kind of proud of myself, because if you watch my shit, it's fucking dick jokes and just makes no sense and just ridiculous, and you just asking yourself, why am I watching that? And I feel like that's what you and I are like in real life. So it's basically that what we are in those, even if it's scripted, what we're like in those, in the non-scripted stuff, that is us, and this is an extension of that. Just,
well, that's the thing.
You can't see us.
And like the Let's Plays, the Fantastic Fridays, we did that for 10 years before we started. Like, you'd be like, you gotta play this game, and I'd be like, oh, fine. And then we'd play it, and like I'd make fun of you for making me play it, and bitch about it, and just like laugh, and like then finally you were like, I'm gonna put that on YouTube.
Yeah, that's dude, don't even get me started. Like, if we did that when YouTube first started.
Like back when we used to like play Guitar Hero till like 5 in the morning.
We really did, yeah. Guitar Hero and Wii. And...
was it like Wario World or whatever?
Oh, are you guys familiar with WarioWare? It's just like a bunch of mini games that take like 3 seconds to play, but there's like 60 of them, and you pass the controller on GameCube, and you play a bunch of games together, and that's definitely going to be a Fantastic Friday video at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
Fitz is texting right now while we're supposed to be doing a podcast.
Sorry, it's work related.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I wonder if anyone knows anything that we're talking about. We've been all over the place.
Yeah,
people like our friends that are probably, like, if my mother listens to this or watches it, she's gonna be like, I have no idea what my son's talking about.
She's like, Mom, my son is gay. I didn't know that.
She's like, I am so ashamed.
He
that,
sounds
like,
so
his
gay.
language. Yeah, I can't believe I did not raise him to be like that. Me speaking for my mother, not in the third person. Yeah, I guess we could save a lot of that stuff for future episodes. We've hit just over the hour mark, an hour and 1 minute. You want to keep going, or you want to kind of cut this?
It's up to you. I'm fine either way.
I guess we could like start to like segue out. My back is killing me from like sitting this way. I mean, I went to the gym today. I don't know if that's what it is, but
I'm just afraid that every time I like even blink, this chair squeaks, and you can hear it through the whole podcast.
Who cares? I mean, you can probably hear me drinking water. It's water. I guess. Yeah, you guys tell us what you think. I mean, we can't make this a weekly thing or a bi-weekly thing or even a monthly thing, like I said. I mean, we'll see where it goes. We'll just, every time we hang out, we'll try to bang one of these out. We could even do this in the car, actually. My battery only went down like 20%.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, and we'll make it a thing where, I mean, you can't see us, but we'll just like take a selfie every time we do one of these videos, and that'll be the thumbnail for the video, and maybe we'll put the logo on there. I think my girlfriend wants to make a logo for the show. Now that we have an official name. She's also an artist and a tattoo artist. So shout out to Meg.
Sup, Meg?
Sup. S-A-W-P.
Please don't ever do that again.
No? Okay. I'm douchey enough.
Yes.
But yeah. Huh?
1 foot over the douche line, right there.
1 foot over? I thought I was the definition of it. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of things to say, I guess. I'm going to think of like 50 things to talk about on the drive home.
Yep.
Yeah, are you going to listen to this? Like, when I finally upload this, are you going to listen to this when you drive?
Nope.
No, I'm probably not either. I have to listen to this again just to make sure there's no audio spikes in the voice.
What does that say about this? How awful is this?
Wait a minute. My girlfriend just sent a Snapchat to me and Fitzgerald.
Whoops.
Meg, if you're listening to this, how dare you?
She did say I was a catch, remember?
How dare you are a catch.
I certainly am.
I mean, I can't catch you right now because I'll throw my back out, but...
Oh, my God. Was that a fat joke?
No, never.
Wow. Some friend I got here, huh?
Oh, God. I want to talk about what we're doing this weekend. I mean, we're not going to be together, but, like, it's going to be dated because I don't know when this is going to go up. I'm going to try to do it, and it takes minimal editing. I'm going to my mom's tomorrow because I have my kid. Maybe I can edit it really quick. You better listen to it if I do. But my plans for the weekend are I'm going to the very last Warped Tour with my brother. Again, shout out Random Mark 3087. But yeah, my brother Mark, we're going to the last Warped Tour together. Last year I took Meg to her first and last Warped Tour, but she can't go this year because she's going to see Taylor Swift. She's going to get excited. She's going to be in a podcast. She's mentioned right now in a podcast. She loves podcasts.
She going to listen to this thing?
She'll definitely listen to it.
Oh, boy.
Where was I going with that?
She's going to be so bored.
No. We talked about, like, comics and stuff, and
True.
It's a podcast. People love podcasts. Where was I going with my tangent? Yeah, Warped Tour. So we're going to Warped Tour, me and my brother this year. Take lots of pictures. It's going to be sad. I can't wait to see this band Necrogoblicon I've been obsessed with lately. I kind of found them a while ago. They actually followed me on Instagram randomly months ago, so I checked them out and followed them back. They don't follow me back. They like deleted me.
Seriously?
Yeah, people will follow you to get like
A follow?
Yeah, to get a follow and like get discovered, and then they'll just unfollow so their feed isn't cluttered with like names, I guess.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm old, but I could give two shits if I have one person follow me or a million follow me.
Oh yeah, I don't care about that. I used to care about that when I first started the YouTube channel. Now I could give a fuck less. I don't care about any of that stuff. I do love like Instagram and Facebook and all that social media shit.
Yeah, like I couldn't even like if you put a gun to my head, I couldn't tell you how many friends I have on Facebook, how many followers I have on Instagram. Like
yeah, because we're old and don't care anymore. It's where was I going with this? So yeah, that's my plan for the weekend. Fitz, what's your plan?
Unfortunately, I'm working.
Well, that does suck.
Yeah, certainly does. My mother's birthday is Friday, so we might go to the beach for her birthday.
You should take her to Warped Tour.
No. But last weekend was fun, though. I took my nephew to an independent wrestling show.
I gotta go to one of those with you. Can I take Meg?
Absolutely.
Have you seen that Netflix show Love?
Mm-hmm. I haven't watched the last season yet.
God damn it! Well, there's a part when one of them takes a girl to a date and it's a underground wrestling thing. I'm like, we got to do that.
It's so much fun. My nephew was 6. He a couple years ago, my sister was building a house, so for the summer they had to stay with me, and I've been a wrestling fan since I was like born. Like I remember watching WrestleMania 3. That's how long I've been a wrestling fan. And I was just watching wrestling like I always did, and he just happened to be in the living room with me, and it was just kind of like, hey, what's this? And since then, that was 2 years ago. He was 4. That was 2 years ago, and he's like probably a bigger wrestling fan than me and Aaron put together at this point. Like he's like, I really think he's gonna end up being a wrestler someday. But
yeah.
I took him to SmackDown, and he loved it. But these independent shows, it's at a little place called Starland. It's like has like an arcade and a mini golf thing. And
Starland
like
is the place where I first played Mortal Kombat as a kid in like 1990.
Wow.
Fun fact. Continue.
They have like a thing. It's like 3 giant basketball courts, and there's what they do. It's like an independent wrestling show. They just put a ring in one of the courts, so it's literally like the basketball court, and you're sitting like the ring's like 2 feet in front of you. And I took him at the beginning of the summer. They did one, and I was like, oh, it was a 3-hour long thing. So I'm like, oh, I'll take him for like an hour or so, maybe just see how long he lasts. He stayed all 3 hours, didn't want to leave when it was over. He loved it. So I took him to the one last week, same thing. 3 hours, didn't budge. He was jumping up and down, screaming and yelling. He loved it. And we actually made friends with one of the wrestlers. His name's Robo.
Is it the one that looked like a jester or something?
No.
I saw your Snapchat story. So.
No, we actually, at the first one, we were, because they had like intermissions, and we came back from the intermission, we were sitting in our seats, and he just came walking over to us. I was like, oh, you guys enjoying the show, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah. Then the next day, he friend requested me on Facebook. Yeah.
Oh, is that the one that you said like you took pictures of, and he asked you to like upload them or something like that?
Yeah, well, yeah, because we took a picture with him. My nephew took a picture with him. And he's like, oh, if you put that on Facebook, like, find me and tag me in it. And I was like, all right. So I did put it on Facebook, and I'm an asshole, and I never bothered to find him on Facebook. So he requested me, and I was like, oh, like, cool. So I tagged him in it, and the picture had, like, I don't know if this is a lot for Facebook, but it's a lot for my pictures. It had, like, over 300 likes in, like, 3 days. I was like, whoa, all right.
Hell, you can't be cooler than me.
I'm always cooler than you.
That's not a lie. That's the truth.
But, yeah, and then we went to the other one, and he saw us when he was making his entrance, and, like, came right over, and, like, he high-fived us and stuff, and then after the match, he came over and, like, talked to us for, like, 10 minutes. So, yeah, shout out to Robo. The guy's awesome.
Shout out to Robo. There's also an old drummer to the Misfits. His name was Robo.
Really?
Yeah, you saw him, because I dragged Fitz to a Misfits concert. This is the Jerry-only era Misfits from the last few years, and Robo came back as the drummer. You were there for seeing, so you can say you saw Robo as a drummer.
And Jerry, what's it, Lonely?
Yeah.
He remember his sweat, like, went all over me. And I was like, that's gross. And he's like, that's amazing, it's Jerry. Like, yelled at me.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
I was grossed out that his sweat went all over me.
Yeah, I love how you took over my weekend story. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to Warped Tour. I just mentioned a couple things. Fitz goes into this giant, awesome story.
Sorry.
Kid makes me look like a dick.
I
can't wait to bring my son to wrestling stuff. Now, you said your nephew Nathan is 6, right?
Yeah.
So you've been taking him since he was 5 or 4?
He went to SmackDown when he was 5. And my sister was...
like, he knew what was going on?
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want to bring my kid to, like, the movie theater and stuff, but I feel like he's too young still at 3.
Yeah.
Maybe... He probably won't have the attention for, like, 8 minutes. So
we could always do a private showing.
Yeah, I was thinking that, actually. But, yeah, I definitely want to bring him to, like... Not brainwash him, but bring him to, like, all the cool shit, like wrestling and, like, concerts. I mean, I won't be able to bring him to Warped Tour because it's the last year.
But yeah, my sister thought it was maybe too early to bring him when he was 5. But then on his birthday, he blew out the candles. And my sister was like, "What was your wish?" And he's like, "To go to wrestling." So my sister was like, "All right."
That's adorable.
Like, he has to go. Yeah, he loved it, though. I mean, it was a late night for him because it didn't get over till after 10 and stuff. But
When is it? Weekends? Because I want to go with Meg, like I said.
yeah, it's the next one is August 25th. And Jake the Snake Roberts is going to be there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Keep reminding me.
I will.
Because I'm already going to forget everything about tonight.
Yep.
The second after we finish talking.
Like a month from now, kids are going to be listening to the podcast. Like, oh, I forgot about that.
I know, right? This podcast is going to go up in 2019. What are you talking about?
The show will be way over by the time this even goes
Yeah,
up.
right? It'll already be canceled. Wait, we're in charge of canceling it. This is the awesome thing about like the internet. You do everything yourself. It's
That is
so
cool.
punk rock. You just do it yourself. We started out in the basement. Now we're here. Still in the basement. All right, I guess we'll cut it off there. We're at an hour and 10 minutes now.
Wow.
So
we rambled for a long time.
thanks you guys that stuck it out for the hour and 10 minutes and 30. Well, it's going to be longer than that because we have to do our outro. But
Thank all one of you that made it through the whole...
thank all one of you.
And that one is probably Meg, so hi, Meg.
If anyone knows anything about this, I know how to put this into like a random audio file to put with a background to upload into YouTube. I have no idea how to put it in the podcast app for iPhones or Apple or any of that shit. So I could just Google that shit myself. So forget about the last 30 seconds of me talking.
Google that
Actually,
shit.
forget about the last hour and 10 minutes of me talking.
Well, I was like hour and 9 minutes. It was like maybe 1 good minute in
Yeah,
there
right?
somewhere.
You know what would suck if I forgot to record this whole
Like,
thing?
oh,
and
shit, never
I
hit
have-
record.
After I push stop, I have to do a couple of things to make sure it saves. That would suck if it didn't.
Yep.
If it didn't, you will go... oof.
If it didn't, then we're just like, okay, that was a sign. We're
That
not
was a
meant to do
sign,
this.
yeah. It's not happening.
Even God's like, this is boring as shit. Not happening.
Right? All right, so... Yeah, you guys, thanks for hanging out. Fitz, sorry it took like 15 years for it. No, actually, we've been seriously talking about a podcast for like 5 years. Sorry it took 5 years, but I'm glad it did. No, I don't mean it. I'm not. I don't mean I'm glad it took 5 years. I'm glad we finally did it. And actually, you live like 10 minutes away from me.
Yeah,
now.
we definitely
We're
can get
always
one of these
moving
at least
all
once
over.
a month.
But we can do this anyway. Like my computer's not plugged in right now. We just have the one microphone plugged in. So if it's annoying,
Which I gotta get a microphone.
well, we'll see how these first few episodes. Oh, who am I kidding? This only episode goes, and if it sounds good because we're both sharing a microphone an inch away from each other's face, then we really don't have to. There's no rush to get a second one. But yeah, it's a blue snowball. It looks like a giant white testicle. It's not blue. Why is it called blue?
It looks like the Flight of the Navigator thing.
It does. It's not in the selfie. You know, just Google a blue. I almost said a blue waffle.
Well, don't Google a blue waffle.
Don't Google a blue
Don't
waffle.
do it.
I actually made that joke in episode 20 of my YouTube show. It was Blaster Master for the NES. Remember that? Yeah?
Yeah.
No?
Absolutely.
Did you even watch? You didn't even watch the one Jerry. Anyway, that's a story for another episode. Yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for listening. Hope we didn't bore you too much.
Nah, I don't think we did. I think we're pretty interesting enough. I mean, I don't know why people like us, but they seem to. So
It's all an act.
it is an act. They just feel bad. They just feel bad.
We pay them.
Fuck that. I'm not paying for shit. Yeah, so you guys have a good night or a good day, a good whatever. Sorry, I hope your kids weren't in the room when you were listening to this. Wear headphones next time because it's going to be even worse the next time. You should see the faces Fitz was giving me to tell me to shut up because I just couldn't stop. He's like, shut
Well,
up.
you were
Shut
making
up.
us sound really, really gay.
I
so
couldn't help it.
Let's just clarify that. Neither one of us are gay. Just
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but
no problem with gay people, just not one of them. Aaron might be, but
that would be questionable, I guess. I actually sometimes I don't know if this will piss him
Oh,
off.
God, here we go.
Sometimes I do get scared Jimbo's actually going to be like try to grab my ass or something.
I can see it.
Be like, yeah, you're all mine, boy. Maybe I shouldn't have said that in case he's listening. Jimbo, I love you. You're like one of my best friends that I've never actually met, which is like weird to say.
What's up, Jimbo?
Yeah, we're talking way too much. So
Yep. We're
everybody, shout
literally
out.
rambling now.
I'm not going into names. Shout out to everybody that we mentioned in the last hour and 10 minutes. I'm not giving you another shout out.
And
Fuck
shout
you.
out to those we didn't mention.
Yeah. Either way, all of you, fuck yourselves. You guys have good nights. Again, thanks for listening. And, yeah, we'll see you real soon.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Aaron Strange out. Aaron Bellafato out. Aaron Strange out. And
Fitz out.
follow the podcast on Facebook or Instagram if we get that far. We have personal Instagrams and Facebooks. We should probably plug that real quick. I mean, I already said my real name like 20 times, so just same name. Aaron Strange is usually the name I use for Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, obviously, where this is going to be uploaded. And Fitz doesn't use YouTube, but Fitz has all those social media accounts if you want to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to plug for him. I'll let him do that in case he doesn't want to be plugged. Oh, that sounded
Wow,
awful.
you just can't get away from the gay stuff.
I can't.
My Facebook is...
Actually, that would be pegged, not plugged. Continue, though.
Huh?
Nothing.
Why do you know that?
Gay test passed.
Yeah, no kidding. So my Facebook is Mike Fitzgerald. I don't know if I want to give it after that. Again, that came out wrong. My Facebook is Mike Fitzgerald, and my Instagram is Mike Fitz with 2 Z's, 2814.
I can put links underneath in the YouTube video to links to all those social media accounts if they want to follow whatever, and send suggestions and questions
Or just tell us to shut up.
Yeah, or just give up on ourselves. And yeah, in the I don't remember where I was going with this. If it takes off and we make more than one episode, we can make like a Facebook page and we're both admins on it. A Facebook page for this and an Instagram page for this. Because I can show you how to make I have a personal Instagram that's just a mix of everything that I do, in a tattoo Instagram that's just tattoos. So we can do one that's like just this. So it doesn't get jumbled in our personal Instagrams, which we can also share on there. God, stop talking.
I was going to say, you are really rambling right now.
I can't help it.
Do I have to hit the stop button?
Someone's got to do the social media shit. All right, so anyway, you guys have a great night, and thanks for listening.
Thank you, and good evening.
Later.
Bye-bye.